Kate and Audrey in the morning, afternoon or evening, or whenever we decide to film this podcast.
New lyric unlocked. I'm Kate.
I'm Audrey.
And this is Kate.
And Audrey. In the streets.
What are we? We forgot it last week, too. This is In the Streets with Kate and Audrey. We don't know what we're doing.
And this is a podcast. And today,
we have a very special guest,
but we also have a live studio audience.
Who's not Bella.
Who's not Bella. Say hello.
Shout out to Bella.
Shout out to Bella. Wait, you say that again.
Shout out to Bella who's not in the room. Shout out to Ashley who is in the room.
Yay!
She's embarrassed. But we do have a very special guest.
Super special guest. A real guest.
One who's gonna talk.
Yeah.
We got
Yaelle! Hi. So, Yaelle, what's your name?
My name's Yaelle.
Wonderful. Where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver.
Beautiful. And what's your favorite color?
Blue and green.
Blue and green. Great favorite colors. Yeah. So, how do you like being at the University of University?
The University of University is the best university.
Damn.
We're all talking so fast. It's like we're on 2 times speed.
I know.
Yes, last night I walked in on Yaelle and Ashley listening to our last episode
Really?
on 1.25 speed, and I was so confused why I was talking so fast. For the listeners at home, Ashley is falling off the bed and onto the floor because I'm so funny.
You are funny.
Thank you.
Ashley, you are allowed to laugh audibly. That is allowed.
And speak.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to.
This is Yaelle.
Silence.
Our live studio audience makes no sound. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Ashley's got some great things to say. Ashley, that was so informative of you.
That was riveting. So, anyways, this isn't the Ashley. So sorry, Ashley. You'll be on later.
You're the first one on the new wheel that I have to remake again.
Yeah. But this is Yaelle's show. This is Yaelle's episode. Yaelle, is there anything like that you want to tell the people, or is you just want to get straight into the wheel?
I think we should spin the wheel.
We spin the wheel. All right, let's get it going.
Wow. This wheel is full of topics today.
So many things to talk about.
Okay, let's see it.
All right, let's go. Up it goes.
Oh my gosh. Oh. What's it gonna be?
The board epidemic.
Oh.
Well, in case you don't know what the board epidemic is, I'll break it down for you.
There's a couple of details you need to know.
So basically, the board epidemic is
a
current event. It's like a charcuterie board, but it's done with butter. But recently, of course, there's been some
minor altercations, if you will, to the original butter board.
Some different variants of the butter board, which just seem to get progressively worse and less satirical.
Yes, they were funny until mayonnaise was involved, and that was no longer funny. I received a panicked call from Audrey one night while I was doing homework, and I pick it up and I go, "What's up, Audrey?" And she goes, "There's a mayonnaise board." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "There's a mayonnaise board," and then she sent it to me, and I cried. It's so bad. Basically, someone took mayonnaise and spread it across a board for them to dip stuff in.
Like a butter board. And it wasn't even like a satirical mayonnaise board, because I feel like that could be... I've seen some satirical soup boards, which are really funny.
Soup board was funny.
But this mayonnaise board was sponsored by Heinz and was done by a real cooking lady, so it was not satirical at all.
Quite gross.
And it was quite honestly repulsive.
Yeah. What are your
thoughts on the board epidemic?
I feel like I just don't really understand where it's coming from, because like, why can't we just have our dip in a bowl? Like, why does it need to be on a board?
That's true.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't understand, like, the soup one I know was satirical, but like, but like, they just dumped soup on a bowl. Like, they didn't even put the bowls.
It's just more dishes to clean.
And like, how much
also, you can't put
does...
a wooden board in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
No.
and how much mayonnaise does one need per thing? Like, it's a whole board.
It's also not something, like, you can dip. Like, I'm all for, like, the guacamole board.
Yeah.
Like, I can get behind that. I can get behind a hummus
No,
board.
I can't get behind a guacamole board, because the more surface area that's, out, isn't the browner the guacamole's gonna get.
Yeah, but how slow are you eating this guacamole? Because I scarf that down.
I have another one, the macaroni board.
Oh,
They put, like, 5 different kinds of mac and cheese cheese on a board, and it was cold by the end of the video because it was just sitting out.
That's disgusting.
It is really gross, and it was not satirical either. It was
Side story about Yaelle because of mac and cheese. Basically, there's these little mac and cheese, instant mac and cheese things that you put in the microwave, right? So there's instructions. Okay, so people need to stop talking to me.
The short of the story is that I read the instructions wrong and thought that I was supposed to put the water and the powder in before I cooked it.
This is wrong.
It's actually better though.
No, it's not.
It is.
Gross.
It's a lot better.
It's terrible. When you
You're just
try
biased.
and mix the cheese powder in with the water,
It gets
That's-
clumpy,
that's
but it
not-
gets
it doesn't
It does. You just need to mix better.
and it was just a terrible thing, and it happens. We actually eat craft dinner quite a lot together,
We
so
eat Katie all the
it
time.
happens all the time, and it's a war.
It's
It's
a
another
battle.
epidemic.
It's another epidemic.
Yaelle starting the mac and cheese.
I'm not even sure what
epidemic.
I was gonna say legal definition for epidemic is. I'm sure there's a legal definition.
It's,
What's the real definition of epidemic?
Epidemic is like a problem, but like in one area, and then pandemic is all the areas.
Okay, well, the butterboard epidemic, I think, is a pandemic.
Yes.
It seems to be a global phenomenon.
The epidemic's funnier to say.
It is funny to say.
Pandemic lost its funniness when when the real one
When-
came around.
When we all remember that time. We all remember the Black Plague. We were all there for the bubonic plague.
I remember when they took us out of school because the Black Plague hit us. Not fun.
Yeah. Back in the day when the bubonic plague was running rampant throughout the world.
Throughout the streets.
Throughout the streets.
In the streets with Kate and Audrey, bubonic plague edition. Anyways. Do we want another topic?
We can spin another topic. I just
It's
gotta...
only been 6 minutes. We're talking so fast.
This is not one you can watch on 2 times speed.
No, if
This
you watch
is-
it on 2 times speed, it will make no sense.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I gotta make the wheel.
Why do you have to make the wheel, Audrey?
Because we really wanted to talk about the butterboards. so it was the only thing on the first wheel.
The only topic on wheel 1 was butterboards. We lied.
We lied.
To all the viewers at home. Quick question before we spin this next wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Audrey, where are you from?
Today I am from Tunis, Tunisia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Beautiful
it's
place.
pretty cool. Yeah, I really like
Never
it there.
been.
Yeah.
I lied. Because we lied to our listeners.
Speaking of lying, I heard this I was playing soccer today, and I play on a team, right? It's pretty, yeah, and so does Yaelle.
Yeah.
Yaelle and I were playing on the soccer team.
For the listeners at home, I was pointing at Yaelle so Audrey would bring her onto the topic because she's our guest.
And Yaelle's also the captain of the team. She's the unofficial captain. She's our captain. She's the real captain. Yaelle is actually so good at soccer. I'm gonna throw that out there. Yaelle, absolute icon.
Any scouts
Kills.
out there
Any
listening?
scouts out there? Yaelle absolutely kills it on the field.
Coming from you, you kill it too.
Thank you. I
Best
appreciate
goalie.
that. Thank you. I play goalie, which is less cool, but equally cool at the same time. So Yaelle and I were killing it on the dance floor, playing soccer, doing our little thing, and we played this one game, killed it. We did lose, but it's okay. We killed it, and then our friends were like, "All
There's
right,
a second game.
let's get dinner."
Yeah.
And then the people running it were like, "All right, now you guys gotta play again." We're like, "Qua?"
And I already got my freaking normal shoes on. Changed back into my cleats.
I am the best fan of the TV.
Yeah.
I'm the only person who has not missed a game. Sun or rain, I'm there. Anyways,
Or snow.
I was
Or snow. It was snow. It was snowing
That's
today.
the end of the story.
Oh,
that's how
sorry.
That's how we conclude.
So
But,
take it away, Kate. This is
Basically,
your story.
So some friends of mine, of ours, all of our friends, the fan club, if you will, we were ready to get dinner, so we were on our way out because it was cold and we were hungry. So we're leaving.
So they abandoned us on the field
They had
to play another game.
But we all looked at each other and went, we're gonna get food first. So then Bella, shout out to Bella who's not in the room, she wanted soup, so we were like, okay, we'll get her soup and bring it back, and we'll come catch the rest of the game. We're not gonna be gone that long. So we go to the place where we eat at the University of University, and the place that we eat is packed. It's full to the
Because
brim.
there's a rugby tournament going on, so all the
Yeah.
rugby teams were there.
And they were in those lines, and there were only 2 places open. There was a place that serves grill food and a place that serves vegan food, and none of the 4 of us wanted vegan food that day, today, unfortunately. Sorry, Ashley.
Ashley is vegan. We'll talk about that more when she's guest.
That's later. Anyways, so we we line up, we wait in this long line, we get our food, we go to leave, we're so ready, we're so hungry, we're cold, and then we leave and we can't find anywhere to sit. There's an upstairs and downstairs. We go up and down the stairs 7 times searching for somewhere to sit, and then we decide to just eat standing because we're so hungry. So we eat our food standing up, which is a first for us. And then we're like, okay, we gotta go get Bella's soup. So we go back into the place to get the food, and we order the beef soup. That's what Bella wanted, beef soup. And they're like, we don't have any, but you can come and make some if you want. So we go into the kitchen, which is something we've never done before, and we're chopping away at onions, and we're like, okay, it's a beef soup. Where's your guys' beef? And they're like, we're all out of beef. We gotta order you guys a cow. So they get in there, they call the truck. The truck comes in, brings us a fresh cow. Emerson, if you remember him, he slaughters the cow. And so now he has a bunch of cow in his freezer, but that's a story for another day. And so we've got this cow, we got this beef, we cook it up, we put it in the soup, we're ready to leave. We're like, okay, we've only missed about 15 minutes of the game. Let's get going, let's skedaddle. We gotta catch the rest of it. We're avid fans. And so we leave the building, and what do we find? 3 bears trying to take us down. We have to fight them with our bare hands, if you will. And so we defeat all 3 bears, the 4 of us. It was a tough battle, let me tell you. And then, as we're walking in the distance, 2 figures appear. There's a peacock and a deer. And we're like, oh, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna fight us too? No. We have to solve their riddle or we can't pass. So we solve their riddle, which you can solve in the comments below.
We'll toss it in the description.
We'll toss it in the description box. You gotta check it out. Anyways, it'll be on the Instagram too. Then we solve their riddle, and so we're heading over to the fields. We're heading over there. And right outside the field is the workout place, gym.
The gym.
And so we're going past it, and all of a sudden, an army of gym bros, really buff gym bros, link arms and tell us that we can't pass. So our good friend Natasha, who will be on the show later, she roundhouse kicks all of them in the face. Because we're determined, we gotta get to our friend's soccer game. And so we kick them all, they're gone. And as we're walking, we're almost through the gates of the field. A bald eagle swoops down from the sky and kidnaps our other friend Gemma, who will also be on the show later. She can tell you all about it. She gets kidnapped with the soup, so we can't leave Gemma behind. It's got Bella's soup, and that was our one task. And so we have to steal a plane, follow the eagle back to its lair. We're like, we need our friend and our soup back. And he's like, nah, you have to leave the soup and you can have your friend. So we're like, no. So we go back to get more soup and we have to go through it all again. We fight more bears. We solve more riddles. We fight more gym bros. And there's another bald eagle. A second bald eagle. That comes and swoops down and gets the person right next to Gemma that happened to look just like her. So we're safe. And we get through the gates. We're at the field. Audrey's like saving the things. Yaelle's kicking the ball, getting some goals, and we're cheering so loud. And then it starts to snow, and we tell them all our story. And for some reason, none of them believe us. I don't get it.
Wonder why.
Ashley believed it for a little bit though. Ashley believed it, and after we finished the story, she went, "Wait, were there really bears?" She wanted to text her mom and say that bears had gotten onto the university campus. And Audrey believed it until the bears.
I was all for it because I was like, oh my gosh, you guys have pictures in the kitchen? And they were like, yeah, we have pictures in the kitchen. And I was like, this must be true. They have photographic evidence. This happened, of course.
Audrey thought, I mean, it was real. It was true.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Duh.
What else would happen on the university campus? But it's just to test the testimony of our friendship.
Yeah. So Yaelle, any thoughts on that? This is
No,
your
it was
show.
a crazy story. I mean, not story. It was real life. That is
Wild.
crazy, bro. I was just playing soccer, and I guess you were having your own little adventure.
Did you see the eagle?
I missed
above
it.
the field? No.
Oh,
She was distracted,
I was looking
like
down
kicking
at the ball.
balls.
Yeah.
Did you score any goals? I feel
Yeah,
like you did. Yeah,
I
she
did.
did. I can't see because I don't wear my glasses
Yeah.
when I play.
Audrey's goalie, and she doesn't wear glasses in net.
But I do mostly pretty well.
Yeah, you
I
did
got
great.
some good saves. I got
I'm
hit in the face
impressed.
twice.
I'm impressed every time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm also impressed every time.
You're great.
Yaelle once was playing against me that one time, like last week I think it was. No, the week before. And she kicks the ball at me because she's playing on the opposite team so hard. And it hits my
Sorry.
stomach. And I was like, that really hurt. And I was like, Yaelle, please kick it
I kicked
less
it really hard at someone at Luke today.
Yeah.
Yeah, our other friend Luke, just like, we went on this great adventure, and we pull up back at the field, and all of a sudden, He's in net.
He's playing the game.
And we're like, Luke doesn't play on the soccer team.
What's he doing here?
There's some whispering going on.
There's some
in the
whispering. What are we
studio.
whispering going on about?
I don't think it's podcast material.
I don't think it's for the podcast. All right. Well.
Oh yeah, we were gonna spin
Yeah,
the
back to the wheel.
Back to the wheel. Let's get the wheel going.
Oh, we didn't do the title for the wheel.
Oh shoot! It's fine. Next time.
Next podcast. What is this?
Fish boys.
Fish boys.
Fish boys.
Another epidemic, if you will.
Yeah.
This is the episode
Oh
of
my gosh.
Epidemics.
I love all the epidemics.
So,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
do you know what a fish boy is?
Like the boys who hold up fish in their Instagram photos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great reaction.
Oh.
We don't particularly enjoy.
Does
that.
anyone?
They do.
They enjoy themselves?
Maybe they do. Who's to say?
Really?
Who's to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
I mean, if you are posting yourself on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Tinder, all of them are on Tinder for some
I
reason,
know.
which has to say something. They're all on Tinder. But they're like, me and my fish, and it's just like, why? Why?
What's all this
Especially,
fish about?
like, you're a vegetarian. Both of you are
We're
vegetarian.
both vegetarians.
What are your thoughts on the unlawful killing of the fish for the fish boy photos?
Isn't it lawful though? They probably have a
Because you have to
fishing
get a fishing
permit.
license. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a license to fish.
Who's to say they have
But also,
a license?
fishing
It's true.
themselves is better for the planet than going and buying fish at the grocery store.
You're right, but you're
But-
vegetarian, so that was not the direction I thought this was going. Actually, you're vegan, what do you think?
Everybody can do what they can to help our planet, and if fishing your own fish is what they can do,
That's true,
they'll do it.
That's true.
What
do you
do
have a favorite fish, Yaelle? As a vegetarian. From
My
vegetarian
favorite fish to eat?
Yeah. What's your favorite
Gefilte fish.
Oh, that's a good fish.
It's like a mix of white fish, random white fishes, like clumped together into like a meatball, and you eat it with like horseradish
Huh.
and boiled carrots.
Sounds interesting.
It's yummy.
What's your favorite
My
fish?
favorite fish, I don't know what the name of it is, but it's this white fish, and it's found in the Mediterranean, because I'm from Tunis. That's what's consumed there. And it's this really nice white fish, and you can eat it with, like, a lemony butter sauce, and it's delicious, with a little bit of couscous, maybe.
Oh,
And
a little bit of couscous
a little
in
bit of
there?
couscous in there, and maybe a potato, some chickpeas. Yum,
Ooh.
delicious. But also, I'm a basic person, and salmon is my all-time favorite meat. As a vegetarian, of course. Ashley the vegan, do you have any favorite meats?
Favorite fish.
Favorite fish? What's your favorite fish?
I never ate fish.
You never ate fish, huh?
Ashley's never had a fish, ever. Fish aren't even real in Ashley's life.
Fish are friends, not food.
It's true. I told Ashley once that I love to fish, and Ashley was like, that's so terrible.
You like to fish,
I do like to fish.
but you don't post pictures of yourself with your fish.
No, but there is one photo of me out there on the internet with my fish. And the best part was I caught it, but I didn't want to touch it because it scared me. So I made my older brother, like, hold it for me, and then I held it for, like, literally 2 seconds, and then I almost cried because he wouldn't take it away. Shout out to my older brother, Alex, who held all the fish for me growing up.
My brother's really into fishing, right? But he doesn't like the worms. And my sister also likes to fish, but she also doesn't like the worms. But I don't mind the worms. Sorry, Ashley, I need you to cover your ears. You're not going to enjoy what I'm about to tell the people. I would kill the worms for them, and I'd put them on the hooks.
Wait, you were using alive worms?
Yeah, we were using
didn't
live
do that.
worms.
We did
Really?
not do that
We
either.
used,
Yeah, we used live worms.
We used the other fishes that we caught and killed.
What?
We used their eyes.
No!
It worked really well. We used their eyes to. They were already dead. They didn't feel it. And we ate all of the fish. Ashley put a pillow on her head.
Ashley's not enjoying this podcast episode at all.
We used the other
Her
fish
live
eyes.
studio audience is not enjoying this.
Wrong episode for them to sit in on.
Yeah.
Legit. It's the good old fisherman trick. We also used beef heart, which is the heart of a cow.
Oh. There's one in Emerson's freezer right now, huh?
Yeah, we could go fishing. Cover your ears. Fishing trip, guys.
Fishing trip! Oh my gosh.
But I feel like we need to circle back.
Yeah.
And give this podcast a message about climate, because we were going there.
Yeah.
I made some great points.
Yeah,
that I
about-
wasn't even aware of
Yeah.
about fishing and climate.
And the climate.
Because fish boys, as much as we might not agree with them, they are taking the better route.
Yeah.
Like
However, a lot of the fish boys are also hunting boys. And
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
true.
a different
it's a different story.
that's a different story.
Also, are the fish boys fishing to eat the fish or fishing for the
For
gram?
sport. Yeah.
For the gram.
For the gram.
Oh, if you're a fish boy and you're listening and you want to be on our podcast, don't think that this means you can't.
No.
We have other questions, but we need to know.
We want the inside scoop.
The epidemic. Because
what goes on? What are the fish boys? What are they? Why?
they got the Bass Pro.
Oh, the Bass Pro hat. I gotta say, Bass Pro Shop hats, red flag for guys, but green flag for girls.
I agree. Red flag on guys.
Red flag
Sorry,
all around.
any guys out there that wear them. But
That's a red flag. If
I'm not gonna tell you to change, but maybe you
But,
should not
maybe
wear that hat.
burn the hat.
Burn the hat.
and if you're a girl and you own that hat, it's very funny. I like your sense of humor.
Go you.
Go you. That's really funny. I will laugh every time because I think it's great. Do you have any opinions on the Bass Pro Shop hat?
I mean, Bass Pro Shop's a pretty cool store. They have a lot of things.
It's a cool store, but the hat.
Do you know where I'm convinced that they're hiding aliens?
The Bass Pro Shop?
The Bass Pro Shop in this one very specific pyramid that they have, and I think it's in Tennessee.
That's an opinion.
I think
Quite the
they're
opinion.
Did we land on the conspiracy one too? let me like get this straight. So you, as a fully as a real person,
That's a real
you
human being.
You believe with your whole heart and head that the Bass Pro Shop in Tennessee is hiding aliens?
Yeah, I mean, what else is getting the conservatives all angry?
Oh. Well, okay.
Would conservatives be friends with aliens or not?
I don't think they would be because they're pretty anti-immigration.
That's
For the
true.
most part.
Yeah, they're anti anyone who's not like them.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate form of immigration. It's planets.
Interstellar
Planetary
immigration.
Interstellar. Anyone at home, don't watch Interstellar. It will ruin your life. I cried for days. It was awful. It was a great film, but I never want to watch it again.
Yeah, it's in Tennessee. In Memphis, Tennessee. Let me show you a photo. It's actually really funny. You can't tell me they're not hiding aliens in that.
For the listeners at home, because Audrey's showing us a photo, it'll be up on the Instagram later. But it's a pyramid, which is a little sketchy because why is a Bass Pro Shop got a pyramid?
It's also it's larger than the Pyramid of Giza.
But so
That's
why make it a
sketchy.
pyramid? Like, for what?
For the aliens.
For the aliens. That's why the
I forgot.
It's all
Keep
coming
up.
back around. Yeah. It's a Bass Pro Shop, which I think is so funny. The largest pyramid in the world, larger than the Pyramid of Giza, is currently being used as a Bass Pro Shop and also storing all the aliens.
We should do a in the streets episode where we break in.
Yeah.
And find the aliens and interview the aliens. Watch out for that one.
That's the real Area 51 that they don't want you to know about.
Which,
The Bass Pro Shop in Memphis, Tennessee.
do you guys remember circa 2019-ish?
Oh, yeah.
When we all...
September
we're
21st?
We're
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
storm the Capitol and let's find
Storm.
those aliens.
The
And then
Capitol?
No,
Area 50.
Area
The Capitol was a whole different
The
event.
Capitol
Different
was another storming.
The storming of the Capitol
My bad.
actually happened.
Did I support the storming of Area 51? Absolutely. Do I support the storming of the Capitol? Absolutely not.
No.
The storming of the Capitol was bad.
Storming
No.
of Area 51 was hilarious.
I was not there though.
That whole summer, I was like, before I was like heading off back to Tunis, or to Tunis, because I was moving at that point, I was like, I'll see you guys at the raid. See you guys at the Area 51 raid in September. And they were like, yeah, see you at the raid. And then I didn't go.
No,
but
it was in Area 51.
Yes, in Area 51. It's a little far from...
A little
from
dangerous. I really liked the TikToks of the people who dressed up as aliens and like ran away. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
People had a good time with it. I think that was the last time that the people of this world have really gotten together.
Yeah, that was like a global thing. Like everyone, like all over the world. Like I was talking to people, even in Saigon. I was talking to people, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to the Area 51 raid." And I was like, "Oh, sick, me too." And
I love
then
that. Also, the one guy who just like decided that he was gonna talk about it online and then it blew up. Like imagine being him. Like imagine being the guy
that started
the Area 51 raid. Anyways,
did you go, Yaelle?
No, unfortunately.
No, you did not go to the Area 51 raid.
No.
Dang.
That's
Well,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, next time around.
Next time around. I'm sure there'll be another one.
We'll all be there that time.
We'll all be there.
Well,
Well,
it's we're not storming Area 51 though. We're storming the Bass Pro Shop in Tennessee.
that's the next
Next
target.
I think we have time for
We got time for one more
for
spin.
another spin.
We can go for another spin. Are you ready? Off it goes. Makes noise now.
Just really figured it out. What do we got? What do we got?
Shifting.
Are we gonna do this one, or should we, This is an interesting topic.
This is an interesting topic.
Wait, what's shifting?
Shifting. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's okay.
so
We'll tell you the
this
shifting.
whole thing on TikTok.
It was an epidemic, you could say.
It was another epidemic. Basically, it was like this thing that people thought, like, basically they were like, we can like put our consciousness into other universes, including like
Fictional ones.
yeah. So
Actually, I have so much to say about that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you finish your story of explaining what it is, and then I'll tell
basically,
you how it
people were
works.
just like, I really want to be in the Harry Potter universe, and then so they were like, you can shift there. So you would go to like try and sleep, and you like meditate, and you would project your consciousness into another body in another universe, and live with all your favorite characters. And there's this whole thing, and everybody on TikTok was like trying it and doing it, and then like now everyone just makes fun of it because they're like, what was I doing?
Yeah, well, so here's the interesting thing. So I did try to shift. I'm going to be open about that. I was a shifter. I did try.
You were ready.
I was ready. I was so excited about it. I didn't succeed. However, I still do.
No shit.
I didn't succeed. However, the meditation was so good. I slept so well after I tried.
Audrey needed to be convinced that shifting to another universe was real so she could get a good night's sleep.
It was a way to trick teenagers into having good self-care.
Oh.
Probably. That's a good
Oh.
theory. That's actually, let's think about that for a second.
But it was also during, I want to say it was during the pandemic,
Yeah.
so no one was thinking that straight.
No.
They were
So everyone really needed some meditation.
people,
Yeah.
everybody just
So it
really
worked out.
needed to not be at home anymore, so they're like, we're gonna take
We're
an
gonna
extra
leave.
step.
It's just-
I'm gonna go hang out with Harry Potter.
What are you guys whispering?
You can't whisper on a podcast.
The whispering has to be kept to the end. So,
We're literally gonna release you soon, and you can whisper all the way home.
I was just expressing how I've never heard of shifting, and this is actually kind of
oh my
insane.
gosh. I know, it's crazy, and I got so many thoughts on it.
And I'm not surprised this trended on TikTok. Like, at all.
So, shifting, basically, I find it super interesting because obviously the whole concept is that you're shifting your current consciousness into a separate body and removing that consciousness and kind of like switching it in a way, sort of, not really. But I think it's so fascinating because the idea behind it is that all of these different parallel universes, in a way, all truly exist somewhere. Because if you think about it, all the films are just like windows, like films and TV shows. Those are windows into a parallel universe in which whatever's happening there is actually real life. And this goes for any film, right? You feel me?
I wrote a poem on that.
Oh, you
Ashley
wrote
wrote a
a
poem on
that.
it.
We'll put a pin in that.
You can read it another time.
I will read it another time.
It's not going on the podcast.
It's not going on the
Sorry.
But like every film that you watch is a depiction of a separate universe, a universe that someone has created with their mind. Because with the whole concept of parallel universes, are you guys listening to me?
Yes.
With the whole concept of parallel universes, it's anything is possible. The table's falling apart.
I almost broke the table. And the mic.
Like anything can, like, theoretically be possible. If you can, any sort of parallel universe exists because that's the whole point of parallel universes. Anything can exist in those worlds, except for the existence of no parallel universes, because then it disproves the theory. But don't even worry about that.
Doctor Strange. Next.
But I find it okay. But here's the thing about
It's
parallel
a very
universes.
interesting concept, and there's actually a
I got
lot
so
of
much
people
more to talk
researching
about.
it. Keep going.
I know. So basically, there's this huge, there's a lot of contention as to when, has nothing to do with shifting, but about, like, you and your equivalent in a parallel universe, which is kind of related to shifting a little bit. So basically, there's two main theories, where it's you and your cosmic twin, which is, like, your companion, the same person, the same you, but in the different universe. You either that you share different consciousnesses, right? It's the same book, different stories inside, right? Or if you share the same consciousness, right, where it's the same book and the same story, right? Because if you had like a bunch of different books and they all look the same, but they're all different stories inside, or if it's the same book but with the same story inside just multiple times. So it's interesting to see if you share the same consciousness with your counterpart, your cosmic twin, in a different parallel universe, or if you don't. And it's also super interesting because then there's the three different varieties of what the idea of a parallel universe is.
I'm gonna be
Here we
honest,
go.
you, like, lost me very long time ago.
Audrey's been holding this one in.
I have so much to talk about it. I wrote this one essay back in grade 10, It was called, it's actually a published essay. You guys should
Wow.
all check it out. I'm going to drop the link.
Drop the link.
I'll drop the link on the Instagram. But it's a real book that you can read, and you can read this essay if you
cool.
want to. Yeah. Sometimes I forget about that. I have a published essay. Bella! Shout out to Bella in the room! Let's go! We're talking about parallel universes.
And shifting. And our live studio, we have 2 live studio audiences today. We have one in the room, and we have 3 of our friends outside of the room who weren't allowed in, but they decided they're going to sit outside and listen.
Are they outside?
Yeah.
Really?
They're outside Natasha's door.
Oh, okay.
Emerson brought his laptop to work while outside of the podcast.
So basically, the 3 different variants, you could say, of the parallel universes is that there's one universe going on like a timeline, and then there's a second one, then they're parallel, right? Because, parallel universes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with those ones, you can't cross into them because that's what parallel lines mean, right?
Yeah.
They won't ever connect, and so it's kind of impossible to reach your cosmic twin in that scenario. And that one kind of reinforces the same, maybe the same consciousness one, and less of different consciousnesses, different bodies. The next one is the multiversal one, where it's different bubbles of the universe that you obviously can't access, and that's kind of those can collide and those can clash. Hence, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Now you got me. Now I'm back.
Now you're back. And then the final one, which I find is the most fascinating, is the infinite universe theory, where our universe is infinite as it is. Do I have to wrap this up? Yeah, Infinity
No,
War.
I was snapping like Thanos. I thought I was trying to wrap it up and hold it to Marvel.
But it's the infinite universe where there's this Earth, but there's the same Earth millions and trillions or billions or whatever, lots and lots of light years away. Very, very far away. And those ones are possible to travel to. However, here's the thing. You and your cosmic twin would be having those same experiences on either planet, right? And those are the same experiences. So if you and your twin, because you share the same consciousness, in theory, decide we're going to go meet each other, because this would be really gnarly, right? So you and your cosmic twin on your 2 Earths decide that we're going to come and see each other. So you both get on your ship and you guys move. However, the second that you meet each other, the whole theory completely falls apart, because you might be meeting yourself with green eyes and they're meeting themselves with brown eyes. And so that theory of having that same consciousness and those same experiences and having that infinite universe work completely falls apart. Hence, I think parallel universes are a fascinating topic, and I could talk on and on and on, but our live studio audience now seems bored and confused.
It's very interesting, and your essay is going to be a very good read. Link in bio.
Yeah, link in bio. We'll toss it there. You guys, there's a whole bunch of other really neat essays about it.
We could do a whole episode on. If people like this, comment in the comments
let us
below.
know.
We'll do a full
episode on it later.
We'll get the scientists in the room.
Yeah.
We'll get our cosmic twins, and we'll be like,
we'll
call
hit them up.
We'll be like, podcast? And they'll be like, we were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they have a podcast too. Anyways, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Big thank you to Yaelle for being our guest.
Thanks for having me.
We have to. Yaelle hasn't spoken in the last 5 minutes.
You haven't spoken much at all. Is there anything else you want to say? I feel like generally our guests are more involved. So we've just been talking and talking and talking. Do you want to say anything?
No. I've loved listening to parallel universes.
I'm
No
glad.
idea what's happening still.
That's
I'll send you the essay.
That was an Audrey segment.
All right. Well, round of applause for Yaelle.
And big thanks to
Yeah.
our live studio audience,
Yeah.
Ashley and Bella.
Yeah. Shout out
and
to Bella, who's in the
our
room.
secondary live studio audience, Emerson, Natasha, and Gemma, who are in the hallway. They're in for a real treat when they reach the end of the episode.
Yeah. Should we bring them in and they can say hello? No?
No.
Okay.
We got some no's from the
No.
live studio audience. That's okay.
That's okay. We'll cut that out.
Oh, I have the wheel.
Oh, right! The wheel! I forgot about the next guest part.
We almost didn't spin for it. Yeah, you're the last guest. We're now only talking about parallel universes.
This is now a cosmic podcast.
Okay, and you actually get to spin this one because it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
So let's get a
Whoa. Spinning going.
Who we got? Who we're doing?
Magenta! Magenta!
So excited.
I'm so excited.
Magenta's on the soccer team.
She's
too.
on the soccer
Yeah.
team. I'm so excited to have Magenta. You have no idea. We've been talking to Magenta about how excited we are to have her on the podcast
for many days.
For many days. Many weeks. I have so many notes to talk about magenta.
It's going to be really fun. We're very excited. Magenta, you've already been contacted.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be on this podcast.
Yeah. And I hope you're excited, because...
Also, Magenta, if you are listening, you haven't picked for Secret Santa. You really need to get on that, because I organized it and you're the last person. So can you please pick? Thanks for listening, everyone. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.